Hey, what's up, guys, and welcome back to another Real Madrid review. Leganes 2, Real Madrid 3. Real Madrid narrowly qualify for the semi-finals in a very tight game. Um, Based off the game, it probably shouldn't have been um that close. And look, Leganes did well to get themselves back in the game and then equalizing as well. But obviously, Real Madrid should have been winning more comfortably. Based off the game, how Real Madrid were playing and probably dominating the chances, and the Leganes goals were you know of mistakes. So, not to take anything away from Leganes, because they could have, if they held on, and I think it would have probably gone to extra time, if not penalties. But either ways, if the late winner by Gonzalo García was not scored, Leganes could have really, held on and maybe won it. Maybe they could have scored in extra time, if that is applicable, if not penalties. So, um, for Leganes, a bit of a shame, so close yet so far, but they put on a big fight, and I thought they did really well. So, you gotta give them the credits. But for Real Madrid, look, the most important part was to win. And it wasn't pretty. The scoreline wasn't pretty. The performance was not the best you could ask for. But what we saw was a 39-year-old Luka Modric scoring, and then Endrick scoring in this competition again. And then suddenly, Gonzalo Garcia comes on and scores the winner. I mean, the timeline and the fact that you have got a 39-year-old scoring, and then suddenly you've got a bunch of young players coming in and scoring winners. And I think that is really the beauty of it, isn't it? The flip side of the game. And overall, to win, to get the job done away at Leganes, whereby a lot of teams have suffered and struggled there this season, because they are a very decent team, they are a very good team. But to go there, to win, to get the job done in the end, having rotated enough, I know obviously Mbappe and Vinicius, these sort of players have been rested, because they haven't obviously traveled with the squad to um, play this game. But yeah, letting the youth as well get more minutes. And I'm saying, the basics. I'm talking Arda Güler, Endrick, Raul Asensio, but even the likes of, Jacobo Ramon, who did make a mistake, but as we have discussed before, I talked about this before, if Aurelien Tchouameni plays at centre back and he makes a mistake, he will get a lot of hate. Now, I'm not saying that he should. I'm not saying it's deserved. I'm not saying it's all his fault if he made the mistake. But the fans would jump in on him. With players like Jacobo Ramon, Raul Asensio, the fans will not. And it's not just because they are young players, it's because they are players who are being played in the right position. That's one. And there are players who have got a high ceiling, but they're also exciting. There are players that the fans are on board with in terms of, yeah, let's give it a go. Let's let these couple of young players come through and start. If you look at the starting 11, at the back, Jacobo Ramon and Raul Asensio, the centre back partnership, how many times have we ever seen that at Real Madrid? Let alone under Ancelotti, who has reluctantly stuck with the likes of Tchouaméni and, you know, playing players off position, even in cup games. So to see that sort of breath of fresh air in terms of Jacobo Ramon and also, you know, Gonzalo García coming on, scoring, is refreshing. And it reminds me of Alvaro Rodriguez 2 seasons ago. He came on. I think he played in the cup. Didn't have a memorable or highlight performance. But then the following game, I believe, came on against Atletico Madrid, scores the equalizing goal. Things like that. Things like that makes fans excited and happy. So it certainly is, I wouldn't say a sign, because I think that there's every chance Ancelotti could well go back to playing players out of position again. But, hopefully, you can only hope that these young players get chances. But let's talk about the goals. The first goal was scored by Modric. I think it was Rodrigo, if I'm not wrong. A nice little pass across for Modric. Gets the ball, makes the run into the box, and then just pokes it in. Second goal, very lucky, to be honest. It was a 1-2 between, I think, Fede Valverde and Brahim. Brahim gets the ball, but it was deflected away by one of the defenders, and it went straight to Endrick, who scores a tap-in, a free goal. And then Leganes got themselves back into the game, because obviously it was a penalty given. I think it was given as handball, wasn't it? Jacobo Ramon slides in with the challenge, and his arms was out, and it was a penalty. It's a mistake, but he's young, he's here to learn, and I would rather see Jacobo Ramon make a mistake, and we know what the ceiling is. We know that he will make mistakes along the way, but he has got the potential, than to constantly play Tchouaméni at centre back, knowing he isn't a centre back and he's still making mistakes anyways. So at least if you're gonna have someone who's gonna make a mistake, let it be someone who is gonna be in that position, is gonna play that position for the long term. And then the second half, Leganes scored again. It's Juan Cruz again. He scored both of their goals. The shots taken, I think it was outside the box. Deflects off Raul Asensio, if I'm not wrong. He completely tricks Lunin, and he was always gonna dive to his left and it deflects off to his right. So yeah, lucky goal, but you know, no complaints there because it was still after a goal. Um, and then the winning goal, Brahim gets the ball, does well, gets a cross in on his left foot, and it's Gonzalo Garcia who heads it in. So, in terms of the Copa del Rey, we're gonna wait for the draw. But as of recording, Atletico Madrid, Real Madrid, Real Sociedad, and Barcelona are the teams that have made it through. Realistically, Real Sociedad is the team, ideally. But who knows, right? Who knows? And this is a really strong set of semi-finals because I don't remember when the last time we had a semi-finals when 4 of the 4 teams are very strong teams. Don't discount Real Sociedad because they are a very decent side indeed. And obviously Atletico and Barcelona as well. So it's been a couple of years, I want to say, since we've had such an exciting semi-finals. I mean, last season the final was, I think, wasn't it Osasuna was in the final against let me just have a look. No, it wasn't. It was Mallorca and Athletic Club, who, to be fair, are a very strong side. But obviously Mallorca being in there, surprising as well. But the semi-finals will be across 2 legs. So home and away, it will be pretty important, especially the home game. I remember, didn't we lose to Barcelona 1-0 away from home, and then we won 4-0. Sorry, we lost at home, and then we won 4-0. Was it away? I can't remember. It was 2 seasons ago. But for Real Madrid, with this cup game, in between a lot of other competitions, next up, Madrid Derby, and then it is the Champions League. So, very exciting times, I would say, to come. But let me know what thoughts are down below. Hope you guys have enjoyed today's video. Hit the notification, subscribe to the channel on already, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.